You tell by the grey beard, been around the block a little bit, been in the industry since 1999, so a long, long time. So I am the owner and founder of Fitness Business Profits, where we essentially coach and mentor independent fitness business owners to grow and scale their businesses. The other hat I wear is I actually am still in the industry the same as you, which is kind of cool. So I own 7 indoor facilities where we essentially run 3 core programs: large group PT, small group PT, and what I consider high-end personal training. Now, most people I talk to think they deliver what they would consider as high-end PT. In my mind, they don't deliver what I personally consider high-end personal training to be. High-end personal training to me is about prescriptive clinical nutrition programming and prescriptive exercise programming, where we'll tell the clients what they're going to do and not going to do from a prescription basis, rather than Jackie coming in trying to tell us she's going to do 1 session a week based on her perception of money and price and value. So we keep it really clear in that box what high-end PT is. We have full-time doctors that work inside of my businesses where we're doing all the blood work and everything associated with that as well. So when I say high-end, I don't mean our ability to coach a session on the gym floor. I mean quantifiable data that we can prescribe to clients, which is the key thing. So I've coached and mentored over 250 fitness business owners from around the world with multiple locations. And again, I don't tell you that to impress you in any way, but to talk about a few things that I talk about a lot, which is how do you create a duplicatable, scalable business that you can actually love and be outside of that business as well. And one thing I've learned through coaching people all around the world is people are still people are still people are still people. And clients that are in Sydney, clients in Dubai, clients in London, in Birmingham, in Manchester, Liverpool, or Brighton, the end user is the same. They require the same thing, which is I'm paying you money for value, and I expect a value exchange with the money I'm paying you, and ultimately they're paying for a result. Everyone wants to feel better, look better, be in better shape, have more energy to play with their kids, and it doesn't matter where you are in the world. So therefore, the information I'm going to give you is universal because people are still the same. Does that make sense to you all? Amazing. A couple of other parts. So I own a marketing and branding agency, more for higher end brands as well as a wellness consultancy group where, again, we work with big chain gyms also to consult with those. So, been around the block. I won't bore you anymore with that. So, the profit trap. Why working harder is keeping you broke? Quick show of hands. Who here, keep your hand up nice and high, who here works hard? Put your hand up real high for me. Okay. Keep it up high. So, you don't work hard? You guys at the back? Yeah, this is a participation talk. So get the hands up high. Cool. Next part. Keep them up high if you feel like you earn the money you deserve based upon the level of work that you do. Keep your hand up high if you're where you need to be money-wise. Look around the room. See, the truth is, good man, the truth is most people feel as though they work hard, but they don't get the money they feel like they deserve. Would that be a fair assessment for me to say that based upon the substract of people that we have in the room? I think that's the fundamental truth. And we know that working harder doesn't equal fulfillment or freedom, does it? Because evidently, we've just demonstrated that in this small group. Now, I have a couple of challenges today. Challenge number 1, this talk's normally about 4 hours, and we have workbooks and we go through it. So I have to whiz through it quickly. Challenge number 2 is I normally spend 2 days with our clients going over these concepts and frameworks on a high level and then bring it back to the real world. So excuse me if I go a little quick at certain times, but my goal is to give you as much of the information, but ultimately remember you're here to extract that information and look at the things you can apply today in your business. Got it? Make sense to you all? Beautiful. Okay. So most gym owners are stuck at what I call the profit trap. The profit trap is they're working 50 to 60 hours a week, and yet there's nothing left at the end of the month. Who here works 50 to 60 hours a week? And again, who here feels like at the end of the month they're like, it's a lot of work and I've not got what I think I deserve based upon the work I've put. Exactly. So we're all in the same boat. We need to draw a line between busy and profitable. See, one of the best questions that you can ever be asked, or ask somebody else, when you say to someone, how are you? And they go, I'm really good. How was your day? Oh, I was busy. The best question you can ask them is, busy doing what? What did you actually do in that day to move the needle? Because you can be busy but not make progress. right? Who's ever got to an end of a week where they go, bloody hell, that was a busy week, and they go, not really progressed that much? Yeah, we know it's right. So we have to draw a line between busy and profitable. That's the key distinction here. So there's 3 real growth killers: poor pricing model, reactive retention, and no systems which will enable you to scale and grow your business. Again, it's great that you're doing it. Feel free to take as many photos of the slides as you want to remind you when you're not here. So they're the 3 growth killers. The goal isn't more clients, the goal is more margin per client. See, the truth is you've all told yourself a big lie. And the reason being is, and I know it to be true because I used to tell myself the lie too, who here fundamentally believes that they want more clients? Yeah? Lots of nods, lots of hands, good. The truth is you don't want more clients. The truth is you want more of the right clients who are a good culture fit that you can actually work with to cultivate results in their life. Would you agree? See, imagine if you said to me, I want more clients, Think of the worst ever client you've ever had, and I said to you, you can have 200 of those clients today. Who would take that deal? No one. No one. So the truth is, we have to stop telling ourselves the lie that we want more clients and tell ourselves the truth is, I don't want more clients, I want more of the right clients that give me energy. See, life is a container of give and take and an energy transfer, which is why I get you to interact with me in this. I'm giving you energy now and you're taking it, and rightly so, but you've got to give me some back. Otherwise you become that client. Have you ever had that client which is like Debbie Downer? And you get them to do stuff, you're trying to be energetic and they're just stone-faced. And they lose weight and they just, don't be that client. Don't be that client here with me, because what you do here is a mirror back to what you get. I believe life is a mirror, you attract who you are. Really simple. You attract who you are. So just remember that as a concept. So you don't want more clients, you want more margin per client. Would that be a fair thing for us to say? You want more margin, therefore more profit per customer in which you have. So let's break down the 3 profit levers that will add 10K a month to your gym without more members, which sounds like a pretty good win for me. Now let me tell you, this isn't all smoke and mirrors, airy-fairy, let's say some things to make you all feel good and sing hoorah at the end of the day. This is battle tested. Everything I talk about, I've done. I'm not sitting here talking about conceptual ideas, I'm talking about what I've actually applied within the real world, being in the industry since 1999, and then captivated that with hundreds of gyms around the world. So let's remove the fluffy thing. If you think any of this is fluff, none of it is. This is real world stuff. And I urge you to take some of this information and apply it, because believe me, it will change your life. So number 1, let's get through that. Pricing lever, repackaging for margin, retention lever, extend the lifetime value. So, quick show of hands. Who here knows the exact lifetime value of their customers? Good. About 1% of the room. Make a little asterisk or get your phones out real quick, make a note. Your critical task for you to do is understand the lifetime value of your customers. If you don't know what a customer is worth to you, how can you quantify success if you don't know the data? Make sense? Because you go to me, I want more customers, and I go, why? I just want more customers. I go, cool, how much are they worth to you? I don't really know. And then you go, oh, my marketing ad spend's really high. I go, well, how do you know it's high? Because you don't know how much you're getting back as a consequence of investing that money. Does that make sense to you all? So the number 1 thing you have to understand is you have to know the lifetime value of your customer. Systems that lever, automate and delegate. I'm going to go through that also. So let's talk about pricing. Your job is to sell outcomes, not sessions. The moment we get into this session world, and I see it with so many gyms, if you do 1 session a week, you pay this. If you do 2 sessions on our small group, you pay this. If you sell 3 sessions, you pay this amount of money. Who has that in their modelling? No one? Great, I'll just skip straight through that. That's a big win. If you do have that in your modelling, what you have to understand is that you have to build your program with your stake in the ground and say, this is what we do here, and this is the price in which you pay. Remember, you're only looking for the people that are looking for you. You're not looking for everybody. For most of you, you're blanketing out wide based upon your perception and your relationship with money, and most people have a broken money mindset. Doesn't work. So what you have to do, say, this is our program, this is what we offer, this is the outcome which you'll create. And then you have to be able to quantify the outcome. So if I sell someone into 1 session a week, who here, put your hand up, you're all coaches at heart, who can guarantee world-class results if someone does 1 session a week with you? No one. Who can really guarantee world-class results if they train twice a week? No one. So why would we ever sell once or twice a week? You're selling it because you want the money. Wrong game. Make sense? Make sense to you all? Pretty clear? Good. Okay, 90% of gyms are undercharging because they price emotionally, not commercially. The 3 times value model, so perceived value must triple the pricing point. See, the real reason that people leave you is because they've run out of future. People pay money and they expect a value exchange in which the money in which they've paid. And it has to be 3x. The reason they leave you typically is because that value exchange has been broken and the perception of the money in which they're paying you is higher than the value they think they're getting. Again, does that make sense to you all? People pay for what they perceive to be valuable to them, and the very same people that tell you they can't afford your services, guess what? They're still having takeaways, they've still got Sky Telly, still buying box office, still going to the cinema. All that's changed is not their money, it's the perception of the value you provide to them. Again, does that make sense to you all? Is that fairly clear, right? So that's why we have to 3x it. If your average membership is $197 a month and you move it to $297 with clear value, that's £100 per member, that's where you get 10,000. Now, guess what? You can't just raise the money without increasing value. Who here wants to pay more for something that they get no more value off? So we all go to Costa Coffee, let's say today, and it's £3 for a flat white, let's say, and tomorrow we go and it's £4. Who would be happy about that? No one. Why would you not be happy? Because I'm not willing to pay more for the same thing. But I am willing to pay more for something I perceive to be more valuable. In the same way as you fly to LA from Heathrow, you can fly economy, premium economy, and you can fly business class. The outcome is the same, isn't it? We're going to move from Heathrow and we're going to get to LAX. But the experience inside that frame is very different, isn't it? So therefore, people will pay for things which they perceive to be more valuable. Doesn't matter about the outcome. The outcome will be the same. So if you want to charge more, you have to become better and do more. Really simple. So again, one thing I want you to do, a task. I'm going to give you some tasks to do because, again, I can talk at you all day long with slides and it all sounds amazing. But if you don't do anything as a consequence of this talk, nothing changes. So here's the thing I want you to do. I want you to go back into your business. And I want you to go into your business with what we call the CEO mindset, which is if you had to rebuild the whole thing from today, from scratch, what would you add? What would be different? How would you make it better? What served you when you started, which no longer serves you now, and what more could you add into it to make your services better? Make sense? That's called the evolution of your product. And you should be doing this every 90 days to 6 months. Keep evolving the product, make it better, make it better. Guess why? The sophistication of the marketplace dictates how good you've got to be. And human beings know more now about health, fitness, longevity, and wellness and well-being than they've ever known before. Okay? They know more, therefore we have to provide more to the market. Gone are the days you can just be really happy, clappy, and be a great coach and teach sessions. You have to embed other pillars into your programming to make sure that you're more valuable. And I'm going to give you this, it's not on the slides. So you might remember it or write it down. There's 7 pillars that you should be adding into your business that creates a world-class product. Nutrition, exercise, mindset, behavior change coaching, accountability, support, and community. The truth is that most people deliver 2 to 3 out of the 7 pillars at best. Typically exercise is at the highest part because that's where we all come from. And then there's a little bit of community. All the 9:30 a.m.s trained together, there's a community. All the 7 a.m.s, all the 6:15s. And then we dip in and out of nutrition and we dip in and out of accountability, but we don't have a duplicatable model which delivers all of those pillars every single time. Does that make sense? Do you think if you delivered all of those pillars every single time, you would get better results with your clients? 100%. People pay for outcome and results, not things. Yeah, of course I can, bud. So nutrition, exercise, mindset, behavior change coaching, accountability, support, and community. That's the pillars. Okay? Now, that'll call you. Perfect. Now, I believe that life is about moments. Who here thinks life is about moments? Who here thinks that you're going to remember everything that you have done in your life when we come to our deathbed? I know it's a bit morbid, sorry. You thought this was going to be a happy talk. This is a real talk. Who here thinks they're going to remember everything? You won't. What you're going to remember is moments. Your clients don't remember everything about the sessions. They remember moments that you can create in their life, an experience you can create in their life. And the thing doesn't even have to be that good if the experience is really good. So I'll give you an example of it, right? Who has ever been to a restaurant and the meal was amazing, but the waiter and waitress and the service wasn't so good? Show a hand. Okay. Did you remember how good the food was, or did you remember the experience that was cultivated in that moment? More the experience. Who's ever been to a restaurant where the food isn't amazing, but it's okay, it's good, but the waiter, the waitress, the ambience, the music was out world class? Who's ever done that? Yeah. That's the one you talk about more than the food being good. Would you agree? Yeah. So our job is, of course, the food can't be absolute garbage. Let's get things right. Worst food ever, but best experience. Oh, let's all go back there then. I don't think you're going to do that. Has to be at a level. But I talk about that to talk about moments. So the best delivery doesn't just teach. It feels like progress at exactly the right time. So these are the key moments you have to build into your business. And I'm going to go through them one by one. If you want to take a quick snapshot of that with your phone, it'll be a good idea. And I'm going to go through how you actually implement these in the real world. Okay, I better speed up. Most coaches over-focus on what they teach, but they miss out on the client experience. Yeah? We're so obsessed as an industry about qualifications and fitness that we forget the magical parts is how we actually make people feel. Coaching 101, to move people enough emotionally to do something beyond themselves. That's coaching 101. A great coach isn't someone who's technically gifted. A great coach is, as me and Chris were talking about earlier on the way here actually, a great coach can get someone to show up and do different things when they're not with you rather than when they're with you. Make sense? That's what coaching is to me. So the best delivery isn't just valuable, it feels valuable at exactly the right moments that matter. So you think about it in your business. Am I creating enough magical moments that people are going to remember? And that's what we're going to go through now. So think about what I said earlier, which was the goal isn't more clients. The goal is what? More money per client over a period of time. How you do that is to increase the average lifespan of a client. If you increase the lifespan from 9 months to 15 months, you'll grow your revenue by 60% without any new customers. See, this is the thing that most people don't understand because you don't understand the first part to get us in the gate, which is what is the lifetime value of my customers. So if you don't know that first quantifiable data, how can you understand if you extend it, how much more money you're going to make over a period of time? So that's really important for you to understand. How can I keep clients for longer rather than keep attracting new ones? You will win massively. So first 7 days, let's go through it. We're going to go through the emotion of the client, the goal for you, and what levers you should be pulling to create that world-class experience. So the first 7 days, your clients are thinking, did I make the right choice? Did I make the right choice here? The truth is they've got so many choices and they've chosen you. So they're naturally going to say, did I make the right choice? And the emotion is excitement mixed with doubt. They're excited that this time may be different, but they're also doubtful because they've tried so many things in the past. Got it? That's the emotion that the client's going through. The goal for you is to make them feel seen, safe, and successful fast. First 7 days. The moment someone pays you money, they're a customer, and you have to do it from the first moment they pay you money, okay? The levers you can pull. Personal welcome video and text from the owner. Quick show of hands. Who here signs on 50 new clients a month? Hand up. Who here signs on less than 50? 20? Okay. You need to be blocking into your schedule as the owner, if you want to create wow experience, a time block where you are recording videos for your new customers. Imagine how someone would feel. I just joined your gym. What's your gym called? the Hampton. I just joined the Hampton, and you're the owner, are you? And the owner says, hey Dan, just wanted to shoot you a quick video, just say welcome to the Hampton. We're so excited to have you here as a member. Now we understand that you want to lose about a stone, and you want to get fit, you want to get healthy, you want to get strong, and you want to do that because you want to play football more with your son Antonio. And we just want to welcome you here and let you know you're in the right place. And also, Dan, we've done this so many times before with many other clients. We're going to help you achieve your goals. If you need anything, swim towards us when you need help, not away from us. Our coaches and our team are here to help you get transformational results. Boom, send that personally. How do I feel when you send me that? Have I ever had that at any other gym? Never. What do I remember when I tell my friends that I've just joined the Hamptons? Personalised video. And if you start to tell me you haven't got time, nonsense. That takes how long? And I just made that up on the spot, right? You get your own pattern of language down pat. You can do a 20-second, 30-second video. You can churn out 10 videos in 5-10 minutes. Send those out. Make sense? Experiences that people remember are the things that matter. That's one. Onboarding call message, quick micro win. Your goal is to show people results in the first 7 days. You have to do whatever you have to do to get results. Now, one thing I know to be true, people who achieve their goals don't leave health clubs. Simple as that. Can we build success? Yes. Success breeds momentum, doesn't it? If I'm a member of your gym, Hampton Gym, and in the first 2 weeks I lose 3 to 5 pounds, guess what? I'm in. So now you have to understand that in your first 7 to 14 days, you have to do what you have to do to manipulate nutrition, hydration, goodness in, to get that weight off down, because that's my goal. And if I don't lose weight, guess what I'm going to think? Oh, not this again. Not this again. So you have to be on me to get the result. Make sense? Okay, fast feedback loop. In the first 7 days, clients aren't judging your coaching, they're judging how much you care. Warm, fuzzy points. Hey Dan, how you doing? Shout outs in your social groups, etc., etc. Make sense? First 7 days? Winner. The weekly rhythm. The weekly rhythm is the core part of your program. Weekly rhythm is this actually working for me? The emotion they feel is they're searching for progress and momentum. The goal, you have to keep them engaged, keep them winning, keep them connected. The levers, weekly check-ins, progress boards, recognition posts, regular energy resets, a Friday wins, community shout-outs, etc., etc., etc. Public progress equals private retention. Got it? Highlight people that get results in the group. Guess why? It quantifies the value in which you deliver to the market, number one. Second, it makes that person feel amazing. Third, it makes the other members that aren't quite getting the results go, oh, I am in the right place still, it's just a me thing. Got it? Momentum builds meaning. If clients feel like they're winning, they'll keep showing up. I'd have you consider if you have clients that ghost you in your business, it's because they're not getting the results. Pretty simple. They're not looking better, they're not feeling better, there's no tangibles for them. You go, oh, you're getting stronger, Dan. I don't care. I want to lose a stone. I want to look better and have the energy to do what I want. I don't care how strong I am. So remove what you think that they want and implement what they actually want in the business, and you'll aid retention. The last mile. So who here runs a front-end program? Just show of hands. Just you? I'll talk to you on this one then. Does everyone just sell straight into your monthly reoccurring program, do you? Who here just sells straight into monthly? No one sells, it's just you and me. Who here has a front-end program of how they bring their clients in? Amazing, thank you. Okay, now I know I'm talking to you. The last mile is either the last week or the last 2 weeks of the front-end program before they go into the monthly reoccurring. Got it? We call it the last mile. The last mile is they're reflecting, there's uncertainty and there's potential churn. Your goal is to celebrate their wins and open the doors for them to continue. Levers, end of program review. Results, showcase before and after, and then personal re-enrollment conversation. Now, most people don't spend enough time on this, and they definitely don't spend enough time on this next part, which is actually the upgrade path. Where do I go from here? And the reason most people don't spend enough time on it is because they don't understand how much that upgrade is worth to them. Now, the lady at the back put her hand up nice and high and said, I know my lifetime value of a customer. Shout out, what is your lifetime value of a customer? £8,000. Amazing. Brilliant. £8,000. She knows when she signs someone on, they're worth £8,000 to me. Right. Imagine now, I'm in a consultation or a meeting with them to upgrade them. She knows the number. Every time I sit down with someone, this has a value to my business of £8,000. How long do you think she's going to spend sitting down and talking to people? She's not going to go at the end of the session, hey, Jackie, do you want to stay? You want to stay, Jackie? Oh, no. She's going to sit down and have an actual conversation. If I lined up 10 people, 10 consults, who here, if they knew they were getting £8,000 per customer, who here would spend more than 3 minutes with that person upgrading them? It's the single most valuable thing you can do in your business, but the truth is no one knows it because no one knows the data. So that day where you got 10 upgrades is worth £80,000. Who would love an £80,000 day? Yep, all of you. The thing is, though, you think £80,000 day means take the money today. No. You got to take the money in drip-fed amount over the period of time. But when you know the data, you know that 8,000 is coming because you've got a point average data point. Does that make sense? So you have to attribute the time and the resources you have to the most important tasks in your business. Got it? So upgrade path. Once you know your lifetime value, you know how much time you should be spending on this. So make staying the obvious choice. They're excited but unsure. They've had some wins and they feel connected. You have to make staying the obvious choice to them. It's the obvious choice. Invite only upgrade, future vision planning session. That's the point of it. Remember, people leave you when they run out of future. The upgrade isn't about a sale. An upgrade is about a game plan to open up a future for them that they can't see themselves. Does that make sense? People find it hard to leave a plan they have. In that session, you're going to review them. Don't allow them to review you. Review them. When thinking about your participation in the program, what do you think you could have done more of? Oh, I could have followed the nutrition plan a little bit more. If you were starting again from scratch, what would you do differently? I'll do this. And then you tell them what they've done well, and then you open up the gate. We call this the pit to peak. I'm not going to even get into the pit to peak thing here, but it's another training. If you want access to the pit to peak training, which is the whole system of how to do this, hit me up, I'll send it to you. It's about an hour and a half, and it talks through exactly how you get people to move from A to B, i.e. the pit, their current reality, into the peak of where they want to get to. 95% upsell percentage using pit to peak. So if you want it, I'll happily send it to you. So you have the future vision planning and show how MRR builds on their current momentum. Don't sell the next phase, prescribe it. You're a coach and you should be prescribing the future for the people. Don't try and sell them it. A weird, funny sales thing. Prescribe their future vision, their future plan, and benchmark it out. So we call it benchmarks. Get them to benchmark their future. First 90 days in MRR. How do I win fast? So the emotion for them is excitement but nervousness, new level, new expectations. The goal is to set strong foundations, fast wins and clear direction. Same thing. I've just joined the monthly. Guess what you do? Hey, Dan. Congratulations on completing your first 6-week foundation with us. You did absolutely amazing. The team, we talk about all of our members. We just want to let you know we're super proud of you for everything you've achieved so far. But guess what? The 6-week foundation is different to the inner circle. Now's the time for us to go to the next level, and we're super excited to be helping you along your journey of success. Send. What does Dan feel like? Amazing. Does he know that I care? Does he feel seen, heard, appreciated? Absolutely. Create a 90-day action plan with milestone check-ins. Don't do more than 90 days because people get lost. Break the 90 days into benchmarks, which are calendar months. Call it a benchmark. So here's your 90-day. Now we're going to benchmark that into calendar months for you. What does success look like for you over the next 30 days, 60 days, 90 days? Benchmark it, and then your team checks in. Make sense? If you run a coaching facility, this is where you assign them an accountability coach. And you assign an accountability coach in cohorts. So if I have a coach that works inside of my business, they look after about 50 clients. Guess what I can do? I can give them a bonus structure based upon the attrition percentage of their cohort and how successful they are at keeping people, can't I? Because I can quantify the data, I can quantify how good they are at what's their key job. Get people world-class results, get them to stay here, get them to pay and get them to refer people. So I can now give my staff and team a career development pathway with periodic growth reviews based upon the quantifiable data in which I want to ascertain. Make sense? Again, your team leave you when they run out of future. If they don't run out of future and they know there's a pathway for them for success, i.e. earning more money, feeling more appreciated and seeing, guess what, they're going to stay with you for longer. This is how you do it, okay? Your first 90 days define the lifetime value of your customers. The first 90 days of monthly reoccurring membership will define the lifetime value. Because that's the moment where they go, oh, I'm paying a bit more for Inner Circle, which they should. Always ascend people up after the front end program, never downsell people down. That's a whole other talk about the psychology of money and all those things. If you get people to pay more, they pay more attention. And you have to provide more. So your back-end monthly reoccurring program has to be better than the front-end program. Most people don't do it that way. They make their front-end program really amazing. Jackie now joins. She's now signed to the Inner Circle. Now she falls off a shelf. Because all we're doing is focusing on the front-end people because we want them to buy our bigger thing. Flip it around, make it the other way around. So, summary. Take a real quick photo. I won't go through this. I don't have the time. Does this make sense to you all so far? Yeah? Some value? Things to write down? Great. Okay, systems lever. Automate, delegate, scale. Freedom is systems. So the owner freedom is a system, not a feeling. We called it the systems over willpower model. This is how we turn chaos into control. Who here feels like they work really hard, putting out fires every single day, and at the end of the week sometimes they go, shit, I've not really done anything, I've just been putting out loads of fires. Quick show of hands, real nice and high. Cool, this is for you. Me wave. Okay, let me go through it. So, in your business you have to go through 3 phases. You have to automate what repeats. If there's a task which has to be done every single month or every single week, you have to automate that task. Got it? Delegate what can be taught, and then delete what doesn't matter. Now, I want you to audit your week. Critical task, number 3, if you like. Audit your week. Now, this is a little bit of a nebulous task, but believe me, when you do it, it will show the truth about what's happening. For the next 7 days in your business, I want you to make a note of what you do every 20 minutes. Now, it feels really painful. It's hard after day 3. You're like, pfft. Guess what you then do? You look at your week, subjectively, through data, and go, how much time was I doom scrolling in my week? Shouldn't do that. Delete that. What on there can I highlight that I can delegate to someone else, that I'm still holding on to it through ego and through fear of letting go, that I can actually get someone else to do it? Will they be 100% of me? No. Can they do it 80%? Yes. Delegate, create a system of how that's done, and then automate certain things. Does that make sense to you all? Let me just tell you really quickly the framework of how you build a high-performance team and get them to actually do tasks. Who here has team members and sometimes you think, they don't really do the things they should do? Yeah, cool. Everyone, right? Let me tell you why. Use this framework. What is it we need to do? Why do we need to do that thing? It's pretty simple stuff. How do you actually do it? With a list, and then here's the magic one no one ever does. What is the consequence to the business if we don't do that thing? Make sense? What do we need to do? We need to check in with our members every 6 weeks. Why? Because it makes them feel seen, heard, and appreciated. How do we actually do it? You pick up the phone and here is the script. What is the consequence if they actually don't do that thing? The client will feel disengaged and our attrition will go up. We'll lose the clients. Because people don't stay for the training, they stay for how we make them feel. And if we miss the small things like that, guess what? They're going to leave. So this is how you do it. So once the business stops leaking profit, the next phase is to scale, not by working more, but building leverage. See, the truth is most people come from a world where they hustle and grind themselves up to where they are. You already all told me at the beginning you all work hard, right? You're in the phase of what I call hustle and grind. I'm just going to work harder to get myself up the mountain. And I used to do that. I'm the guy who at 6 in the morning to 11 at night, The crazy mofo mopping the floors at 10 p.m. going, no other gym owner in my town's mopping the floors. I'm doing it. All the while, I was missing the kids growing up, not putting them to bed, all of those things. And what I learnt was working harder doesn't equal results. And in life, what got you here doesn't get you to the next level. Never has, never will do, never can. In order for you to go to the next level in your life and in your business, and I talk about life and business together, you have to do things differently, and therefore, it's not about working harder, it's about creating leverage inside of your life. So, the leverage equation. High value output equals systems and staff and structure divided by ownership involvement. It just looks fancy on the slide. No one's ever going to get it. It just looks great on there. But I'll talk through the reality of what it actually is. Leverage. The difference between stressed out gym owner and a wealthy one isn't luck, it's leverage. Can I leverage myself out of the day-to-day tasks which aren't moving the needle? We can both work 40 hours a week, 50 hours a week, 60 hours a week. The most successful person isn't the one who works the most hours, it's the one who's leveraged themselves out of the 1 to 8 tasks and focus on the 9 and 10 tasks. Make sense? That's how you win, leverage, okay? Leverage isn't what lets you grow income without growing effort. So, time blocking. This is how you build leverage in your business. You need to time block and protect your diary like your life depends on it. Now, what most people do is they enable other people to dictate to them the things they should and shouldn't be doing inside of their life because you allow fires to come into your time and your peak performance time. Would that be a fair assessment for most people? Yeah? It's because you haven't protected your diary. So your week should revolve around 4 blocks, essentially. And these should be non-negotiable blocks that nobody gets in on these blocks, almost like a doctor's appointment. You put it in your schedule and you deliver on the thing you said you were going to do. Now, loads of people have things written in their diary, but they don't do them. Yeah? Yeah, I've seen so many Google calendars which look amazing and they're all colour-coded. It's amazing. I'm like, cool. How much of that did you actually do? And like, oh, I built that a while ago. I don't actually do it. I only want you to put things you're actually going to do. And if it means you start with 1, just do 1. So number 1, money, sales, pricing, and review your metrics. You should be doing 2 to 3 blocks a week as a minimum, maximum about 10 blocks. A morning block, an afternoon block. Are we moving the money needle? Not just the money needle today in terms of selling, but am I attaching to brands, getting partnerships? Am I speaking to people about getting lunch and learns? Am I speaking to the restaurant owner about us having a menu inside of their restaurant? It's called omnipresence, everywhere all the time. Everywhere your potential customers go, they see you, they see you, they see you. Then they see a paid meta ad, they're like, oh, seen this before. That was in my favourite Italian restaurant. That was in here. Make sense? Block it out. Team, train, lead, and delegate. Never assume that people know what to do because people don't know what to do. What happens to a muscle if I don't work the bicep? What happens to the bicep? Atrophy. Shrinks. Oh, but it was big at one time. Yeah, but you haven't worked the muscle, dude. Guess what happens? Muscle shrinks. If you think it's like hit it and quit it with your team, you're mistaken. Because what served them to where they are today won't serve them to the next part. You have to constantly train, develop your team and your people. Make sense? It has to be a non-negotiable part of your business where you train, lead, and delegate to your team constantly. Constantly. I hear it every day of the week. Oh, people aren't doing what I've asked them to do. And I say, great, here's how you quantify it. Is it a mindset or a skill set issue? Yeah, what do you mean? Skill set is on you as the owner, mindset is on them. Have I given them the tools, the training, the resources, and the KPIs and the metrics, and the cadence of success that they can do that job amazingly well? Yes or no? Yes, I have. Tick. Are they clear and confident about the process of delivering that? Yes, because I've asked them. Are you clear and confident? Yeah, I am. Tick. If they choose then not to do it, that's a mindset issue. That's on them. Make sense? Skill set is on you, mindset is on them, and if it's the mindset, your job as the business owner is to scale their mindset up. Make sense? Amazing. Systems, always reviewing your systems. Can I simplify it? Can I get the same outcome but make it a bit simpler? Can I change this 85 PowerPoint presentation about how someone cleans to like 2 or 3 things? It's really easy that a 5-year-old can understand. Growth is about strategy and planning. Who here periodically, quarter on quarter, takes a day outside of their business to look at strategy, strategic growth? Quick show of hands, real high. I knew you would. You're missing a trick. What you're doing is you're in the hamster wheel of doing. You have to create a pattern interrupt in your life. We call it environmental exposure. Don't do it in your normal office. Go somewhere different. Who here knows that? I mean, I see some of you in your training gear. Who here feels different when they wear different clothes? Quick show of hand. So if I got all of you guys need to put a suit on and all the ladies need to put a dress on, for an example, would you feel different? Of course you would. Guess why? You've shifted the lens of how you see yourself to be. That's what environmental exposure is. So when you're doing deep planning work, don't do it in the place where you do your normal work. Guess what happens? You fall back into the track of your normal work. Got it? Deep strategic planning days have to require a pattern interrupt because they require you to become a different version of yourself. Every quarter, one day, out of the business, go to a hotel somewhere, go to a spa, deep dive, and work on the business. All this, you've heard the saying, oh, work on your business, not in it. Most people say that, but it's a loose statement. They don't really know what that really means. Working on your business means and requires you to pattern interrupt and step out of the environment in which you've created for yourself in your normal working day. Got it? At least once a quarter. So, who here, just quick show of hands, said that they would like their staff to be more efficient and effective? Great. This part here, I'm going to actually whiz through these slides because I'm conscious of the fact that I'm actually going to run out of time. I have this full training. It's called the Staff Ascension Matrix. Okay? I'm happy to give it to you. Just at the end, there's going to be a QR code for you to follow me on Instagram. Send me a DM just saying staff, and I will send you this full training on the Staff Ascension Matrix with the workbook and everything. But let me just skip through this. This is a small subtract of it, by the way. I will happily send you the training on it, okay? So let me just skip through. Okay. Profit multiplier. Margin, retention. So let's do the maths. So Jim doing 25K a month at 20% margin makes £5,000 profit. If you increase margin to 30%, and retention by 3 months, add 10% more members, your profit doubles without any new ads. Let me say that again to you slowly. Everyone's like, what? Run that by me again, Dan? If your gym is turning over about 25K a month and your profit is 5K, if you increase your margin to 30%, how do you do it? Well, of course, you've got to increase a bit of revenue, but also increase margin, which means, guess what? Most of you are spending money on crap you don't need. That I absolutely guarantee you. Who here does a financial audit in their business on a monthly or bi-monthly basis? I know you do. Who here? Hands up high? Great. Print your bank statements off, highlight the things that no longer serve you. Get rid of them. Don't use them. They're no good to you. You can increase margin by doing that. So, if you then increase retention of 3 months, and add 10% more members, your profit will double. Which is a crazy way to think about it. Maybe take a photo and work it all out yourself, mathematically. But that's how it works. Margin is the game. This I call the profit multiplier maps. Every 1% improvement compounds. We're not looking for this hockey stick moment. Hockey stick moments generally don't happen. Marginal gains. Who here's heard of marginal gains? Who here's heard of periodization over a period of time? You should all, because you're all coaches. Guess what? Business is the same. Everyone wants the big win. No. The person who wins, who's consistent over a period of time, has marginal gains over a period of time. That's the business that wins. And eventually, sometimes you get a little hockey stick moment. Sometimes that's a false uplift, though, because you get the hockey stick moment. You haven't got the systems and infrastructure to maintain it, and then you fall off a shelf again, and you have to try and stabilize. So by now, you should know exactly how to find and multiply profit. The next step, though, is a 90-day plan. Let me just whiz through this again. I don't know how long I've got. Rob, about 10 minutes? Yeah. Okay, 90 days. This is for you to do. Week 1 and 2, audit your pricing and remove any low margin offers. If something doesn't make you money, get rid of it. Oh, we got 3 clients, Dan, that do 1 session a week. And they pay this amount, get rid of the program. You know they can't get results. What are you doing? You just want the money. Get rid of it. If it doesn't make you money, if it doesn't guarantee results, guess what? We already said earlier, who here can absolutely guarantee with their hand on their heart that if I come and train with you once a week, you can guarantee me a world-class transformation? No one put their hand up. Get rid of that program. Oh, but I love teaching kettlebells or spinning. I'm sure you do. But let me tell you, your bank account doesn't care how much you love teaching kettlebells or spinning. No one cares. The truth is, you've got to ask yourself the key question. What does your bank account tell you about your ability to add value to the marketplace? That's a bit of a kick in the... See, everyone tells me they're so great. Who here thinks they're a great coach? Put your hand up. This isn't a trick question. Hand up. Some of you are not good coaches. Who here knows good coaches or has good coaches in their business? Yeah, most of you. If you think you're a good coach and your business is really good, I want you to harshly look at your bank account and ask yourself the question, what does my bank account tell me about my ability to add value to the marketplace? Because guess what? Our emotions and people lie, numbers don't lie. And I've met so many people that tell me their business is great. Oh, we've got great results, the community's amazing. My call, pull your banking app up, let's go. Like now. They're like, what? Yeah. Get your business bank account open right now. And they shrink. I go, well, it's not to call you out to be a dick. That's not my goal. My goal is to make you better. How do I make you better? We call it the foundational fact map, which is let's look at the truth. Because if you are that good, guess what? You get paid more. See, I used to believe we got paid for time. You don't get paid for time, you get paid for value. So you always got to constantly ask yourself the question, how do we become more valuable to the marketplace? Because they don't pay me for the time, do they? They pay me for the value. In the same way, is the flight from Heathrow to LA is the same time for everybody. Would you agree? Yeah? But the business class people are paying what? 4 or 5 times more? Minimum? Therefore, they're not paying for the time, they're paying for the value and the experience in which they create. Because all the while you're in business class, you're having a steak, and you're laying down, you're having a sleep, and it's an a la carte menu, and it keeps on coming. Therefore, the value is higher, therefore I pay more money for it. Really simple. Got it? A little bit of self-audit is really required. Because I had this before when I first went out to the States. I've had mentors all my life. I believe everyone needs a coach in life, doesn't matter who you are, in lots of areas of your life. And I got called out. I thought I was the king of the castle. Coming over and they were like, yeah, you're just basically playing. I was like, ooh. Yeah, you're playing around here. So, week 1 to 2, pricing, remove low margin offers. Week 3 to 4, implement the retention ladder. The moments. Implement those moments at the level which you can. Could just be one thing, the welcome video. The goal isn't to do everything, the goal is to do some things. 5 to 6, automate 2 to 3 core systems. You have to do that by doing the work first, which is look at your schedule and analyse what you're doing. Am I still doing things over here which serve me to where I am but won't serve me there? Can I delegate it, automate it, delete it? Got it? 7 to 8, focus on scaling leverage and really get on point with your numbers. The non-sexy things matter the most. Like, the language of business is money. And if you don't know the numbers and the metrics in your business, you're guessing all of the time. And it isn't sexy, it's bloody boring. And if you can't do it, find someone who can do it. And there's always some crazy mofos that love numbers and love spreadsheets. Like, yeah, I do the spreadsheet, I love it. Find them, get them to do it. Give them the information, feedback the information to you. Got it? Okay, so now, hopefully you would have learned a few things. Stop leaking profit, raise your margins, retain for longer, build systems that buy back your time. Our goal is to create predictable monthly income, consistent personal salary. You all told me earlier, you all work really hard, but you don't actually get the money you feel you should be earning. But the truth is, most of you probably don't know what that is. Like if I say to you, how much do you want to earn? What's your North Star? Most people are, don't know. We're helping lots of people though. We feel good about that. Yeah, we help loads of people. I'm like, yeah, this isn't a charity. If you want to help people really, go and work in a homeless shelter in a food kitchen. then you'll help some people. Make sense? You've got to know what your North Star is and what your reasons are. And part of that is you've got to know how much money you need to earn for you to feel fulfilled and be set on fire every single day and have that target. In the same way as if I come to your gym and you go to me, oh, what's your goal, Dan? I go, I just want to lose a bit of weight. How much weight? Oh, I don't really know, just a bit. Can you help me? Pretty impossible, right? Because I don't know what I'm aiming for. So I want you yourself to understand, if you want to constantly grow your personal salary, first you've got to have a target and know what you want to earn, and then reverse engineer it. Make sense? So what is your North Star? What are you doing it for? What do you want to earn? How does that all work? That's really the key thing for you. So, all grab your phones out. This is a little bit of a doing part. Scan the QR code. If it loads, it should do. All give me a little follow on Instagram if you can. That'd be great. Now, if you want the staffing matrix, just send me a personal DM. By the way, just so you guys all know, I don't have an AI bot in my DMs. You're not going to be getting some weird AI thing. You're going to get me DMing you back, which is kind of cool. DM me staffing and I'll send you the training for the Staff Ascension Matrix. Make sense? Amazing. Next thing. If you want help building your 90-day profit plan, I want to jump on a strategy call. Again, with me. Not with my team, with me. Feel free, scan the QR code. I'll happily give you time to look under the bonnet of your business and also help give you some coaching, corrections and guidance as though you were a mentoring client of mine. That's how I do it. Let me just tell you something. That's not a sales call. I don't need to sell anything. All I need to do is talk to you. So what we do on this call, find out about your business. I'll tell you a little bit more detail about me because I don't want to do it from the stage here. I haven't got enough time. Then I'll treat you as though you're a client and I'll mentor you straight down the line, how I mentor our clients, give you advice, corrections, guidance, support, and that's how it works. And if you want to, at the end of that call, have a chat about what it looks like to really work with me, great. If you don't, no bother. Guess what? This is something I want you to remember and I want you to write down. All grab your phones out to write this down. In life, you should only be looking for the people who are looking for you. I'm not looking for everyone. I'm only looking for the people who are looking for me. Make sense? I'm not going to be everyone's cup of tea. Some people will be like, don't like the bald head, he's a bit short, bit of a grey beard, whatever. Some people don't like how I talk, I'm straight down the line. But with a big heart and want to help you. And other people are like, yeah, this is awesome. This whole talk, he spoke to me. I'm only looking for the people who are looking for me, and you should all only be looking for the people who are looking for you. And that means sometimes you've got to be a little bit Marmite. You'll be really clear about who you are, what you want, and the types of individuals you want energetically in and around you. Because we already established earlier, right? You don't want more clients, you only want more of the right clients who fill up your energy cup. Got it? So only look for the people who are looking for you and relinquish the people who aren't looking for you. I promise you if you do this, you'll be able to sleep better at night and life will be way, way better. Got it? Amazing. Thank you all so much for investing this time with me. Here's one thing I never take for granted, is that once you've spent this time with me today, you can never get this time back. I can never get this time back in which I've spent with you guys today. And thank you so much for being attentive. It'd be amazing if we can connect on Instagram, as I said. But I wish you all the most success with your businesses. Go and get what you deserve. Go and get what you own. Be bold. Be brilliant. Enjoy the rest of your few days. If this was a great talk, it'd be awesome if you had a photo. Tag me on one of your stories on Instagram. That'd be cool. I'll share it as well. I really appreciate your time. Thank you all so much.